show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Remember when you come to the show goes on all right. The show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Remember when you come to.
Hello and welcome to Overtime Sports. I'm Born in Nazario along with my partners
Kieran Shabarasi
and JP Suarez.
Alright guys, this is episode 8, also our season finale. We all know school's coming up, but we're still going to do the best we can and bring episodes for you guys. So guys, not much going on around the sports world, but we're going to wrap things up for the past couple weeks. So today the Phillies have a combined no-hitter with leading by Cole Hamels and the other relievers. So guys, what were your thoughts on this performance?
Well, I thought it was a really great performance. The Phillies, they've actually quietly had one of the best bullpens in the league. Like some of their guys, Cole Hamels really didn't have a lot of control today. 5 walks, but did end up
a little bit of a technical difficulty there.
So did end up going 6 innings, no hits, but with 5 walks. But the reason he came out is because after 6 innings he had
But Kieran, do you know who?
And then Ken Giles, Jake Diekman, and Jonathan Papelbon finished off the no hitter. The Atlanta Braves.
But do you know which team does have the best bullpen?
In baseball, I'd probably say the Royals.
No, it's actually the San Diego Padres.
Yes,
but
there it is.
So JP, what are your thoughts on the Phillies?
With Kevin Quackenbush, man, in the 7th inning, you really got a lot of skill there.
Quack. JP, what are your thoughts on the Phillies combined no-hitter?
Quackenbush. Cole Hamels, for pitching 6 innings, I thought he did pretty well. But of course he got taken out, but his 3 relievers were able to fill in for him. The Phillies, I think about 10 games back below.
Yeah, they're out of the race. They're not having a good season.
And also 11 games below 500. But it's still impressive anytime you see a no-hitter.
All right, so some other news in the majors. The Astros manager, Bo Porter, has been fired after only about 300 games. And he had 100. His record was 110 and 190. So only a 36% winning record. So, do you guys think it was too early to fire Bo because the Astros are an up-and-coming team?
Well, I just thought it was kind of interesting, the timing of it. I didn't really have a problem with the actual move, but just because the timing, he'd actually been coming off his actual best season career. In the month of August, he went 15 and 14, and when they fired him, he was just coming off winning 3 out of 4 games against the Texas Rangers. So, I thought it was interesting, just the timing, but I didn't really have a big problem with it. I mean, I kind of feel like there was really nothing he could do because really, not a squad really talented enough to even have a respectable record. But Bo Porter, he was respected by the players, but 3 straight 100-loss seasons, and I think it was really just time for the Astros to stop accepting losing.
JP, what's your take on this?
I think that I didn't really agree with Jeff Lunho's decision. Of course, the general manager for the Astros, because Bo Porter didn't even get 2 full seasons. He did. Well, he didn't have a good record at all, but the Astros are an up-and-coming team right now. I think they have a really good farm system. Just give them a little bit of time. Maybe somehow they'll make the playoffs. So.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that. The Astros have the best farm system in the majors, and I think they fired Bo way too soon.
Really?
So, guys, some other Major League news. So, we all know Adam Dunn recently got acquired by the A's. And he said he would retire. At his first game with the A's, he hit a solo shot. Will he boost their offensive production after the loss of Cespedes?
Well, it's really kind of interesting because, they after losing Cespedes, the A's really have been playing really terrible baseball. They've actually moved to 5 games back in the AL West behind the Angels, being swept in Anaheim yesterday and finishing off. So, no, I mean, Adam Dunn, really interesting. I mean, I really would have liked him would have liked to see him finish his career in a White Sox uniform, but interesting. He probably will end up going to the playoffs for the first time in his career. And then with him saying he's going to retire, that being the only time he ever will go to the playoffs.
Yeah, really, the A's have been terrible since losing Cespedes. I mean, they're 12-16 since they lost him. He's meant so much to the White Sox organization. I think he should have stayed there to end his career, not be traded for a minor league pitcher, Nolan Sandberg. Hopefully he can just end his career on a high note.
Yeah, the A's have been really bad with the loss of Cespedes, but guys, they are 1-0 with the acquisition of Adam Dunn.
Runs for Adam Dunn.
Yeah, but so Adam Dunn's gonna retire. So Kearney said he wanted to stay a White Sox for life, but I feel like he wants one more ring under his belt, and he's not gonna win one with the Sox.
Well, I mean, they've really had a tough go around.
But Karen, I would have liked if a team like the Yankees acquired Adam Dunn, because they're really close in the chase, and that would definitely boost their chances.
I mean, yeah, they do have Mark Teixeira though, so I mean, Adam Dunn. Really, I think they were kind of just hoping to get some lightning in a bottle with him. They obviously don't expect him to be there long term, but they were just hoping he could hit him a few home runs like he did today, and maybe win him a few games. So
I don't want to put you guys on a spot, but I've wondered this question. Kieran, who do you think is the best pinch hitter of all time?
Pinch hitter of all time.
Is that a toughie?
Pinch, I don't know. What do you think? I'm not sure.
This one's tough. I've been thinking about this. Do you guys remember this guy named Matt Stairs?
Yeah.
I think Matt Stairs is the best pinch hitter of all time. Because
he played for the A's.
No, he played for the Phillies.
Oh.
He's had 444 pinch hit at bats. He's hit 21 home runs, 82 RBIs, and then only 444 at bats. His slugging was 400.492, and his average was 260. So
I've always thought that pinch hitting was the hardest thing to do in all of baseball.
Because you're cold, you're sitting on the bench,
and the manager just tells you, get in the bug. You don't really, you're not really warmed up. You got to go in the game and hit a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. That's pretty challenging. So Matt Stairs really great pinch.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Overtime Sports Season Finale.
Okay, I just think maybe.
Oh, JP, yeah.
I just gotta challenge you here. Maybe Willie McCovey.
Yeah, I saw that. You looked that up, did you?
No. No, I know. He played for the Giants. No, I didn't look him up.
Okay. All right, we'll take a quick break on Overtime Sports, and we'll be right back.
Don't that shit that make you mad? They treat you like a slave, put chains all on your soul and put whips up on your back. They be lying through they teeth, hope you slip up off your path. I don't switch up, I just laugh. Put my kicks up on they wrist, unaffected by they threats. Then get busy on they ass. See, that's how that shit tell me, man. That's how my daddy raised me. That glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up. Times is hard, you stand up. Hell, you be the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they ban us, they'll never slow my plans up.
Alright, and we are back, guys, with Overtime Sports Season Finale. So, we just talked about the major leagues. So, guys, let's switch it up a bit and switch to college football. So, week 1 is under the books. And now, we have the top 3 Heisman candidates. So, guys, what are your top 3 Heisman candidates?
Well, just based on performance week 1, I think number 3, I'd go with Georgia running back Todd Gurley, really, really impressive against Clemson. 158 yards rushing and a 100-yard kick return. One of the most electric and strong, probably the best back in college football. And I was really impressed by him, so I put him at number 3, not higher, just because of the position. It's going to be really challenging for anybody to win a Heisman as a running back. And number 2, I think I'm going to go with Kenny Hill of the quarterback for Texas A&M.
No.
It's his first start.
All right, for Texas
Give
A&M.
him some time.
We've seen, the past 3 Texas A&M quarterbacks have really, really been amazing.
Dude.
Ryan Tannehill.
Kenny Hill?
And then looks like Kenny Hill's, going to move along the line. 44 for 60, 3 touchdowns, 511 yards. Really a great performance against a South Carolina team that really just didn't look ready to play.
But Kieran, you have to remember, that was his first start. Okay?
Yeah, okay, so.
My 3 Heisman candidates, I agree.
We've seen 2 freshmen in a row win the Heisman Trophy. I don't know why that should bother anybody.
No, I know. I'm saying, but you can't make. Okay, but it was just 1 start. I'm just telling you to be cautious and don't make.
I put him at number 2, and then number 1. I think I'd have to stay with Marcus Mariota. Probably the best quarterback in college football.
Wow.
South Dakota played pretty. Did his job. 4 touchdowns.
You think Marcus Mariota is the best quarterback in college football?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he's better than Winston. Yeah, I think Winston.
No, I agree, but I don't think he's better than Hundley, even though he had that terrible game against Virginia.
No, I was just. Nick Hundley. He looked pretty bad there. Brett Hundley.
Okay, let me do mine, then I'll hand it over to JP. So my 3 Heisman candidates, I agree. I think everyone's going to say one of them is Todd Gurley. Number 2, I really like Everett Golston. He put up 2 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns against Rice. He is a dual-threat quarterback. He no one talks about him, but when he gets drafted, guys, he's going to be a diamond in this rough. So I like Everett, and I like Todd Gurley. My 3rd one, this one's a little tougher. So we all talk about Kenny Hill's performance. I'm not going to make accusations on one. Mariota, he's going to give us steady performances.
Steady, I'm going to go 60 a game.
No, but think about their strength of schedule, Kieran. They play South Dakota State, Arkansas State. We'll talk about them. We'll talk. Wait, listen, Kieran. Kieran.
The best defense in college.
No, exactly.
I think if he plays well against them in Oregon,
exactly. But Kieran,
it's going to be huge for him in the Heisman.
But Kieran, they haven't played against Michigan State yet. That's why I can't say it. Do you know how bad he played when they played against Stanford? Mariota's not that good when he plays ranked teams.
Well, his best game ever against a ranked team was about 2 years ago, I'm sure, against USC.
1 game.
15th ranked. They
One
won
game.
that game.
Look, no, bro.
No, wait, guys, listen. I was talking. This is my part. So,
1962-48. He had over 550.
He's a senior now.
4 touchdowns.
Mariota's a senior now. He's probably going to be. Maybe we don't really know yet, but he's definitely a possibility to be the number 1 overall pick in the 2015 NFL draft. But no, I don't know. I like Mariota. I think he's still the favorite.
Guys, the reason Mariota, his numbers look so good, you guys have to agree with this. The reason his numbers look so good is because 90% of the games he plays are not against ranked teams.
Well, no, look, the Pac-12 is going to be much, much improved. I think they're the second best conference in college football behind the SEC. But
I actually think the ACC.
What?
Because so Clemson had a bad game, but
yeah, no, Clemson lost their 2 best players, like Sammy Watkins and Taj Boyd.
No,
They got pulverized by Georgia.
I think if Florida State was either in the SEC or the Pac-12, I don't think they would go undefeated. I think they'll probably go undefeated.
And then the third
in the
best.
ACC. I don't really see they'll for sure be a favorite in every game.
Third best, I would go with the Big 12. Probably. You got Oklahoma, Texas, K-State. I'm not being biased there. If you saw West Virginia today, almost pulling off that win against Alabama.
Yeah, but I'm not a believer in Alabama.
Attack.
Do you guys think that Alabama should have the number 2 overall ranking? I think they should be like 20 because they are so vulnerable, and I'm not a believer in any of their quarterbacks.
Alabama. It's the guy's first game.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like Blake Sims and Jacob Coker. He's one of the best backups. I don't see him starting.
I don't think they'll make the playoff, but really number 20, really, after what we've seen from Nick Saban. Come on.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Really? That's stupid. Come on, you know that.
Okay, we'll see how they do this year. I see them losing 3 games.
Against who?
Auburn.
Well,
No, they're not losing to Auburn.
Yeah.
Am I? No.
Dude.
They're not losing to Auburn. They're really no. You really think?
I think they lose 1 game this year, probably 2.
No. Okay, here are my games, guys. Here are my games.
Wait a minute, but depending if Kenny Hill keeps up his performance, they might be able to pull it off against Alabama, Texas A&M, and I'm pretty sure that they will lose to LSU.
I think that
Exactly, JP. I agree. They're going to lose to Auburn. They're going to lose to A&M, and they're going to lose to LSU.
Look, Auburn looked. I mean, they didn't look great against Arkansas. And they won by 17.
24.
And then Nick Marshall, was out the first half, which is how do you suspend a guy for a half? I don't get that.
Yeah, no, listen.
With Johnny Manziel,
Wait.
but it was against Louisiana.
Kieran, did you just say they didn't look good? They didn't have Nick Marshall for 1 half, and they still won by 24. You say they didn't look good? They
didn't.
They would have won by 45 against an SEC team if they had Nick Marshall for both halves.
Yeah, but Arkansas's probably it's the weakest SEC team.
No.
They didn't win 1 game Kentucky's actually the worst SEC team.
Yeah, and what about Vanderbilt?
Kentucky's celebration against UT.
Okay, but last year they went 3. They went 3-9 last year. Didn't win 1 game. 1 game the whole year in the SEC.
You forgot about Vanderbilt. They're also not a good SEC team.
No, they beat Florida. Florida was terrible. But
yeah, well, I mean, they did get pulverized by Temple.
Wait. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, Temple, the Owls.
This year. No, Vanderbilt went 8-4 last year.
Vanderbilt, they're okay.
No, because they had an amazing coach in James Franklin, who's now.
No, I actually think you're. I think Arkansas is the 2nd worst team in the SEC. I think Kentucky is the worst team, but.
All right, guys. So that is that on. Oh no, JP, let's hear yours. Excuse me.
Oh no.
Your 3 Heisman candidates.
Number 3. I know he wasn't stellar at all. Well, stellar, not even a way to put it. He was just really bad that game. Brett Hundley, but I would have to put him at number 3.
Yeah.
Everybody has at least 1 bad game. I mean, you can't say that there hasn't been a quarterback who hasn't had a bad game ever, even in the NFL. If you remember Peyton Manning, week 1 with the Broncos, he threw 3 picks in the first quarter. So Brett Hundley didn't commit 1 turnover the whole game, which is a little partial about him.
Virginia's defense actually kind of underrated. They have a pretty solid defense.
Oh, they have a great defense.
He didn't make 1 pick the whole game. I mean, he only threw for a little bit under 250 yards the game, had no touchdowns, but also had no interceptions. He did run for a touchdown. He had 39 rushing yards. He ran for a 17-yard touchdown run. I mean, I know he had a little slip up there against Virginia. Luckily, they came out with the win, but I still think he's still a Heisman hopeful.
Wait, I have a question. I have a question for you guys. I'm not sure about this. So you really know how four teams make the college playoff and they play semifinal games, correct?
Yes.
So the 2 teams that lose the semis, do they play in like a consolation bowl? Like a 3rd place game?
Do they?
We'll have to check.
I don't think so. No,
yeah, probably not.
So they don't get to play a bowl game?
Probably not.
Alright, just asking. So JP, we all know about Brett Hundley. What are your other choices?
For 2nd, I would have to go with Todd Gurley, probably the best back in the country. Yeah, man. I'll give you examples. Barry Sanders, of course, the best running back ever in college football.
Dude, Adrian Peterson should have beat Darren McFadden should have won, but Tim Tebow did instead.
I mean, Adrian Peterson was okay in Oklahoma. His best game was a loss in at Boise State.
I would agree. Yeah,
that was probably the best college football game of all time. No, Todd Gurley.
I'd say the Cal Stanford game. But okay, never mind.
Or John Elway at the helm.
The play.
Yeah, the play. Yeah. No, but or Doug Flutie against USC. Yeah, but anyway, back to Heisman hopefuls. Todd Gurley ran for 3 rushing touchdowns.
Alabama.
And had an 100-yard kickoff return, ran for almost 200 yards, which was his career high. I thought he looked amazing out there, especially against Clemson, who I know lost their 2 best players, but are still a solid team. And for number 1 overall, of course, I'll have to go with Marcus Mariota.
No.
You may say that he's not good under pressure, but I mean, every single Heisman winner has had easy games that they perform so well, which is just a task for them. I mean,
would you agree that if Marcus Mariota goes out next week against Michigan State and plays well, would you put him at number 1 then against probably the best defense in college football?
No, I put him at number 2.
Behind who?
Behind Gurley?
Yep.
Or Everett Golson?
I think
it depends because Everett Golson's also playing a good, solid team in Michigan. So if Everett plays well, we'll see. Because guys, come on, you guys can't count out Everett. He's pretty good.
No, he is.
And JP, it's not only Barry Sanders. Like there actually is a lot of Heisman running backs that won, but I don't want to go back in the 30s because none of us know. But also notable is my boy O.J. Simpson. Okay, and they keep his Heisman.
I know he got it taken away, but Reggie Bush.
Yeah, I know. Reggie Bush loses his, but OJ doesn't. Explain that. Archie Griffin, Bo Jackson, Mike Rozier, Herschel Walker. So I mean, yeah.
We might start comparing though to Herschel Walker. Of course, both of them Georgia backs.
Yeah, Todd Gurley with Herschel. Yeah, that's actually a good comparison, JP. So guys. So we heard about that. So after week 1, Kieran, this one's for you, for all of us, but who will make the 14 playoffs after your thoughts on week 1?
Well, I still think Florida State will. I still think they'll go 13-0. I think they'll be the number 1 seed. I know they weren't impressive. Honestly, I think they underestimated Oklahoma State.
Number 1 seed though?
Yeah, I think so. I think they go undefeated. But no, I think they underestimated Oklahoma State a little bit. They're quietly. I think they're one of the most underrated teams in college football. Surprising that they're not ranked. But I put them at number 1. Number 2 is tough, but I think I'd go with Oregon at number 2.
No.
SMU. Not a great team. They're okay. But Bryce Petty.
SMU?
Or no, sorry, I meant no. Never mind. No.
Oh, you mean Baylor? Because they played SMU.
Oh no, they didn't. But that was Baylor.
Yeah, they did.
No, that was Baylor. No.
No, yeah, I just said Baylor because they played SMU.
No,
Is that where you're going?
No, I'm not picking Baylor. No, I'm Oregon. South Dakota. I don't know. Oregon. I like Oregon. I think they win the Pac-12, and I think they'll get a lot of love from the community.
But Karen,
shut up, because of their tough schedule in the Pac-12.
Whoa! Did you say that? Okay, wait, Karen. Wait. Yeah. So, do you think if Karen, do you think if the Ducks go undefeated, but two teams from the SEC only lose 1 game, do you think both of those teams will go through and the Ducks won't?
Wait, say that again?
That's only 3 spots though.
No, but there's also the Big 12 with Oklahoma. Because listen, I'm looking at the Ducks schedule. It's not that good. South Dakota, Michigan State is their biggest test.
So they're gonna play cupcakes. Everybody does. So.
No, but listen, Michigan State, okay, that's a good team. Wyoming, Washington State, Arizona, UCLA, they're pretty good. Washington is a good, solid team.
State. 2 top 10 teams.
Two.
They play Stanford too. Right?
Exactly. That's 3. That's 3 good teams.
Yeah. Look at a team like Florida State.
Okay. Let's see.
They play. That's good. Tell me.
Notre Dame.
Clemson.
They have a really tough schedule.
Miami, Louisville, Florida.
Exactly. Louisville.
Also, Oregon has to play their rivals, Oregon State, was Sean.
And that's always going to be
No.
The highest completion rating last season of any quarterback.
No.
It also was throwing to the best wide receiver in the country, Brandon Cooks, who of course left to play with one of the best quarterbacks of all time in Drew Brees. But no, Sean Mannion will really give him a tough time.
My actually sleeper, guys.
Might have the toughest schedule out of all of them.
No.
My sleeper for college football playoff.
I think LSU is the toughest.
You know who? I mean, I know. You know who I actually think has a really good chance? A lot of people are overlooking is Florida.
No, oh my God!
No, they do.
Are you're just saying that because you're a Gators fan?
No, I'm not really.
Florida Gators? Oh, dude!
I think they got a really good shot. I don't know if they made
even if they only lost one game.
Florida's a top 10 team by the time the season's over.
No.
10-2. I think they go 10-2.
Really, I think they'll just lose to Georgia Southern again.
Dude, listen. Yeah, and I guarantee you, we're gonna see two offensive linemen block each other. Okay, and listen.
Just what? That was a bad season. It happens.
No, it doesn't.
Name one other time. Name one other time when two offensive linemen blocked.
The thing is, they allowed a touchdown on that same play.
Yeah.
Georgia Southern, an underrated FCS foe.
I mean, what? Underrated?
No, I'm just kidding there. But
no, that's true. I actually would rank Georgia Southern as a
they had so many injuries. They had a top 5 recruiting class this year.
Not as many as Michigan did.
They're gonna get
Michigan. They didn't have as many injuries as Michigan did, and Michigan still made a bowl game. Okay.
Look, man. I mean, they're
Florida.
I think they're gonna gain a lot of confidence by beating the Vandals. One of the toughest teams in all of college football.
The who? Idaho? Oh my God. Okay, listen to this. And you think, even if the Gators go 10-2, which won't happen, but let's just say they do, listen to their schedule. Idaho, yeah, potatoes. Eastern Michigan, Kentucky.
The best. If you saw Eastern Michigan, I thought it was the best welcoming of the game. I mean, breaking that brick wall with some sledgehammers. Yeah, that was Eastern Michigan.
That was funny, but yeah.
Yeah. Breaking a wall with.
I forgot to mention another strong match, Eastern Kentucky.
No, Vernon, name their actual top SEC games.
Okay, Alabama.
Where?
What?
Where?
Here, wait, let me look it up.
No, where? What?
Where's the game at?
Yeah.
The game is at Alabama.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. I can see them losing that game.
You can see them? You can know. And then they're playing versus...
Let me remind you, last game of the season, you guys are going to play Florida State.
Yeah, at Florida State.
They have a strong showing, but they still have Jameis Winston.
And then they have...
I think they can beat Georgia, I really do. I think their defense is going to be really good.
And then they have LSU. They have LSU, Missouri, South Carolina.
To the swamp is LSU, who was my sleeper for the college football playoff.
No.
Did you see them?
Les Miles is the prolific coach. Okay?
Wisconsin. They're pretty. I know they beat Wisconsin, but they didn't. They looked okay against Wisconsin.
Wisconsin played great that game. They just gave up that lead.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here, JP, you can't say JP, you can't say that LSU is your sleeper team for the playoff if Les Miles doesn't even know who his starting quarterback is.
No, it should be Brandon Jennings.
No, it could be Franklin.
No, it should be Brandon Jennings. If you saw I know it was against Arkansas. Last year, the game where Zach Mettenberger got hurt. No, he led a 99-yard drive.
We haven't seen them in training camp.
No, he led a 99-yard drive against Arkansas to win the game.
We haven't seen them in training camp, so it's going to be tough to do.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with Overtime Sports.
Two in the air for the brother that's there. Three in the air for the kids in the ghetto. Four for the kids that don't wanna be there. None for the niggas trying to hold him back. Five in the air for the teacher not scared to tell those kids that's living in the ghetto that the niggas coming back, that the world is theirs. Yeah.
Alright, welcome back to Overtime Sports. I'm Born Nazar along with my partners JP Suarez and Kieran Chabarassi. So guys, we had our debate about college football. Now let's switch it to some soccer news. We had had some recent transactions this past week. Falaco went to United, Manchester United. From Monaco, Chicharito, okay, Javier Hernandez goes to Real Madrid, and Danny Welbeck goes to Arsenal. So, JP, our soccer expert, of course, what's your thoughts on Falaco going to United?
Falaco? What, you mean Falcao?
Yeah, whatever. Falcao.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, never mind. No, if you follow him on Twitter at all, he actually posted a tweet saying that he was happy to be going to Madrid, saying that was a dream of his, and later went on to delete the tweet, and hours later got signed by Man U, so that was pretty weird, but, no, that's just gonna, now they're just gonna be stacked again, Man U, even though they can't seem to win some games, maybe now they will. They were looking at being relegated. Now I think they'll fight for that top spot.
Do you actually think Man U will be relegated?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean...
But I thought the way they were playing before they got Falcao and before they got Di Maria, they looked like they were. Like there were even jokes going around like, what's the difference between Man U and a triangle?
But
a triangle has 3 points. Okay.
But JP.
But anyway, the thing I'm worried about for Man U is this might turn into a Lakers season, where the Lakers signed all these good players. They weren't able to play well together. So that might really come to haunt them, because, I mean, they already have Van Persie, right? So, who, behind Suarez last season, even though he was battling with injury, I thought was the second best striker in the Premier League, maybe competing with Daniel Sturridge. But with him now getting Falcao, and maybe like Kobe and Dwight, they might not play well together at all. But who knows? It's looking bright right now for them, because of course they have Di Maria, who who is probably the second best player from Real Madrid behind Ronaldo. And they also have Juan Mata, who I think is the best center attacking mid in the world.
Wait, did you say Di Maria's on Madrid?
No. I said he was the
best
center in Madrid. No, there's a lot of people that don't understand. Like a lot of people are calling Madrid stupid or whatever that they traded Di Maria, but a lot of people don't know that they had no choice. Di Maria wanted to opt out of his contract and move to another team since they were signing all these midfielders. But I guess that could have been avoided if they didn't sign all those players that Di Maria wanted to leave. But still, it was Di Maria's choice.
JP, do you think Chicharito's going to start in Madrid?
No. They just got him to fill the missing spot on the bench.
And how do you think the addition of Samuel Eto'o for Everton will enhance their chances?
Samuel Eto'o is a seasoned veteran, of course, one of the best African players of all time. I'm just going to put it out there. Maybe, I
say Drogba.
No, I'm looking at George Weah, the 1995 Ballon d'Or winner. Played for AC Milan. Also, J.J. Okocha, the African Ronaldinho.
But, JP, so we know that Chelsea acquired Drogba. He's always coming in the 85th, 88th minute. So do you think he's actually even helping Chelsea, or was that just a loyalty signing?
It looked like a loyalty signing. Because he's done just so much for the club, of course, scoring about 100.
Would you actually think he's going to contribute?
No, probably not.
No.
They just have the thing I don't understand about Chelsea is for the past 5 years they have spent over 850 million euros in strikers, and they only play one in the attack, which really boggles my mind. But
okay, one more question. Who will be the leading goal scorer in the Premier League this season?
Diego Costa, it looks like already.
Agreed.
He's already scored 4 goals in 2 games. So, yeah.
Agreed.
3 games, I'm at. But, it's looking like Diego Costa.
Alright, and...
He's got so many great guys to help him out. Of course, Eden Hazard and Cesc Fabregas. They're just guys that will help him out so much. Being able to give him the ball. Of course, Willian, such a fast player, can cross the 2
now, JP, Willian is now starting. Well deserved.
Yeah, he plays terrible for Brazil.
But he's so great in the Premier League.
But yeah, he still looks great in the Premier League. But he has really tough competition. Of course, is Andre Shirley, who was the best reserve player in the World Cup. Also played amazing in his first game, the first game of the season. If you remember, he scored that one goal from that amazing pass from Fabregas.
I think that was the assist of the year so far.
Yeah.
But JP,
it was only the first game of the season, so.
But now there's been 3 games for each team. JP, so we heard about those 2 guys. Does the Danny Welbeck deal, even though he's a reserve on United, but was the Danny Welbeck deal going to Arsenal? Is that good for Arsenal, or does it mean nothing?
It really means nothing.
Because they were so unlucky in transactions.
Yeah, they wanted so many players that they probably wouldn't get because Wenger was they wanted to sign Fabregas, who used to be an Arsenal player. He went to Chelsea, which is their rival. Of course, they wanted to get Falcao to make up for Giroud, their striker being hurt. They get Man United. Okay.
Alright.
So Arsenal, they're just looking really unlucky with the 3rd striker for Manchester United getting Danny Welbeck. I mean, really, they're just super unlucky right now, but at least they got Alexis Sanchez who will help them out. I actually think Sanogo should start instead of Welbeck, but we'll just have to see.
And just something here, I have some breaking news that the Oakland Raiders just named Derek Carr their Week 1 starter.
Wow, did they really?
Really surprised. I mean, Matt Shaw really looked terrible in the preseason. Still looked like he didn't have any of his confidence back from his dismal season last year with the Texans. But Derek Carr, out of Fresno State, really played well in the preseason. And Coach Dennis Allen said all along that Matt Schaub was their man, but just now Derek Carr named the starting.
Kieran, do you know what I actually think that means? I believe that now the St. Louis Rams may be looking at Matt Schaub.
For me, I'd much rather have a guy like Kirk Cousins, and I think the Reds would probably be.
Who's better right now, Matt Schaub or Kirk Cousins?
Kirk for sure. No, Matt Schaub is completely broke of confidence. Matt Schaub, he's not.
Do you guys think Kirk Cousins? You guys may think I'm crazy, but after the first year of RG3 and Kirk Cousins, I think Kirk Cousins should be the starter of the Redskins.
No. I think
he's better. He's better.
I don't think so. I think there's a possibility that if since RG3 now he got Deshaun Jackson, he has weapons now. He still has Garcon and stuff, and he
has Alfred Morris to help him run the ball.
He's an underrated tight end, Jordan Reed out of Florida. Let's go Gators. If you look at RG3, got weapons now, but if you look at his stats, people really are pretending that he really just hasn't he was really hasn't been good in his career. I mean, he has 34 touchdowns and 17 interceptions.
But Kieran,
I don't think a lot of people realize that he's actually been good. And we saw in the last three games last year, Kirk Cousins play, and when they removed RG3. And Kirk Cousins really, he looked okay, but for me, he didn't look like an NFL starting quarterback when he did play last year.
But Kieran, what made me so mad about RG3 when I watch him is when he scrambles, he doesn't know how to slide.
No, I know. Well,
listen, Adam Jones tweeted at RG3 is, when you come to Baltimore, I'm going to teach you how to slide. In a way, that's advice, but it's also a slap in the face.
Well, no,
RG3 cannot slide.
Bryce Harper or something. it's kind of he's almost joked about learning how to slide, but it's seriously he's not going to be able to sustain any success if he's not going to be able to learn how to slide. He's going to get hurt. He's going to tear his ACL.
A lot of people don't remember why he was so dismal in the beginning of the season. He was also coming off that knee injury. So.
All right, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to have some more NFL news for you guys.
I was once that little boy, terrified of the world. Now I'm on a world tour. I will give up everything, even start a world war for these ghetto girls and boys. I'm rapping around the world for Africa to New York, Haiti then I detour, Oakland out to Auckland, Gaza Strip to Detroit. Say hip hop only destroy. Tell them look at me, boy. I hope your son don't have a gun and never be a D-boy. Already the show goes on all night till the morning. Dream so long, anybody ever wonder when they were 600? Just remember when you come up, show goes on, alright. what you've been through, no matter what you into, no matter what you see when you look outside your window.
Alright, and we are back with Overtime Sports. Guys, we actually have some breaking news, not totally important, but Alabama receiver DeAndre White, probably their second best receiver behind Amari Cooper, has just been diagnosed out for a shoulder injury, who he's out for 2 weeks. So this is a big blow to the Crimson Tide. Senior, good chemistry with Blake Sims, but we'll see how the Tide do. But guys, we are going to switch to the NFL. Recently signed Alex Smith, signs a deal for 4 years and $68 million. So the Chiefs locked up Alex Smith. They have some faith in him. Do you guys think he's going to repeat and take those Chiefs to the playoffs?
No, I don't think the Chiefs will end up going to the playoffs, but JP flipping me off now.
I'm not.
No, Alex Smith, I mean, I agree with the signing. A lot of people just look at him as a game manager. I actually think he's more than that. And personally, I mean, some people look at that as like a really, like being called a game manager as, you know, like a not a compliment, like an insult. For me, like Matt Schaub, he would be the starting quarterback of the Raiders if he could just be a game manager. You know, he's gonna if he throws it, you know. So Alex Smith, I think he's even more than that too. And I mean, last year his receivers, you know, didn't really do much for him. But I mean,
I don't think Alex Smith. He's a good starter. I don't think he's worth 16 and a half, whatever, $17 million a year. And, you know, I think, so I have a question for JP. You know the Chiefs won 11-5. If there was no such thing as Jamal Charles, what would the record be? 5-11?
Well, you could say that about any team, really, because, of course, if the Vikings didn't have AP, they would probably lose every game in the season.
Okay, who would you say for the...
Brock Osweiler started instead of Peyton.
Yeah, I know.
Probably wouldn't win a game. So, I mean, you could just say that about any team.
Are you sure? Every team?
Yeah, the Chiefs probably would, because, I mean...
What about the
star player.
What about the Cowboys?
The Cowboys, without Romo, probably would.
No. Dude, Kyle Orton's one of the best backups in the league.
Without Des Bryant and also losing Miles Austin,
who's their backup now?
Who
Kyle
would Romo want to throw to?
No, Brandon Whedon.
Okay, wait, why are we talking about this again?
And then,
because he asked me a question.
Okay, yeah, alright.
No, but anyway, back to Alex Smith. I think he's really inconsistent. He is a dual threat guy. A lot of West Coast offense look for a dual threat guy like that. So, I mean, he's a real boost to the team. If Jamal Charles isn't getting his numbers, he always does. But if he's just having a rough day, Alex Smith can go there and help with that running attack. Of course, they have a great backup in Niall Davis and Cyrus Gray, who helped them out when Jamal Charles got injured, and also if Alex Smith, who likes to run a lot and gets hit a lot, the Chiefs have the highest paid backup in the league, and Chase Daniel getting paid $10.8 million a year. So they just have from their first team and second team, they look really good overall. But I'm not really sure if Alex Smith is worth that much. I mean, he's near the end of his career, getting kind of old now.
Really? Do you actually think Alex Smith is nearing the end of his career?
Well, nearing the end of his prime.
He's 30. He's 30 years old.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take as many hits when you're 30 than when you are 25.
So, but are you saying that Aaron Rodgers is almost out of his prime if he's 30 also?
No, I'm just afraid that there might be one game, I don't know, he might get hit, and since he's getting kind of older, he might get hit that, I don't know, maybe ends the season. So I'm really worried about that.
Okay, but we actually have some breaking news. Michael Sam. So of course we all know he got cut. He no one claimed him off waivers. He actually didn't even make the Rams practice squad. So now the CFL, Canadian Football League, Montreal Alouettes are about to sign Michael Sam, but they haven't reached a deal yet. So,
Alouette?
Montreal Alouettes. So, guys, is this big news or is it just okay?
No, it's just okay. I mean, it's the CFL. I'm nobody to judge in Canada, but I'm not sure if they actually care about the CFL. Of course, I'd have to go there and ask. But other than that, it's really not big news for a guy going to the CFL. I'm glad to see he actually got on a team, though. Hello?
Yep. So, we know about Michael Sam. So, speaking of the Rams, we all know they're in QB trouble. Bradford out again with his ACL. But before we talk about who could his potential replacements be, do you guys think this is the end of Sam Bradford?
No.
Maybe with the Rams. I mean, it's really kind of sad because he really had a lot of promise coming out of Oklahoma, being the number 1 pick. He's never really had like a team surrounding him to be able to really make a fair evaluation on him. But I think if it is, it'll be really sad because really it looked like a guy who could easily be a franchise quarterback. But I think it really depends on how well they fare coming up this year. If they end up being like a top 5 worst team in the league and end up getting a top 5 pick, I think it'll be interesting to see whether they go and draft a guy like, if they are in a position to get a guy like a Mariota or a Jameis Winston, to see if they go with him, or if they give Sam Bradford one more year to see if he can be their guy.
If they get off to a rough start, like a really rough start like the Giants last season, maybe going 0-6, but I would maybe think of tanking the rest of the year to get a guy like him, or maybe a Winston. So, like Kieran said, but we just have to see how they do in the beginning of the season.
You guys, speaking of Sam,
they come right off the bat already out of playoff contention because, of course, they're in such a tough league.
Now. They do have a really good defense, so I think they can, be like somewhat respectable.
Their best offensive player is Zach Stacy, who I think was stellar at the end of the season.
What about Tavon Austin?
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed, but their defense, Michael Sam, him not making the team is kind of just a testament of how good their defensive line is. Because he had a solid preseason, having 2 sacks, like 4 tackles. He played pretty well, and he would make probably 90% of most teams in the NFL. But he didn't make it because, and if you look at their defense, they got one of the best rushers in the league in Robert Quinn, and they still have
Let me ask you this, kid. We all know the Rams have one of the best. But guys, listen. We all know the Rams have one of the best D lines in the league. But if Michael Sam wasn't gay, would he be on the Rams?
If he didn't,
I
don't think so.
I wouldn't touch that topic with a stick.
No, I don't think so, because I think
that's what you did.
Jeff Fisher, I think why would he have drafted him if he didn't know? Jeff Fisher's a smart guy. He would have known the media attention he was going to get when he drafted Michael Sam. So, I think really, it wasn't really because, no, actually, I don't think he would, actually, because if you look at it, he was in competition with this guy, like Westbrook or something, for the 8th defensive line spot on the Rams 53-man roster, and Westbrook totally outplayed him in the preseason. So I really think it was actually
but Kieran, it's crazy how an SEC.
So 47% of seventh round picks don't end up making the roster.
Kieran, I know, but listen, guys, he was SEC Defensive Player of the Year, the best defensive conference. How do you not make it?
Who he had in the line?
How does an SEC Defensive Player of the Year get drafted in the 7th round and doesn't even make a team?
Well, I forgot his name. He was a 2nd round pick, a defensive end at Missouri. He had him. Yeah, something like that. But he had him on the defensive line, and so I really think that was there's a lot of guys, if you look at it, that benefit from their system and don't end up working out in the NFL. Like, one comes to mind, Colin Klein, from K-State. He wasn't even considered as an NFL quarterback, and so I think it was really just him benefiting from the system.
No, I don't think it's at all with them being gay, because if Jeff Fisher already knew that he wasn't going to let him make the team because he was gay, then why even draft him? Like, for an example, Jurgen Klinsmann putting Donovan on the USA 30-man roster instead of the 23 that was going to the World Cup. You only have 1 week to cut 7 players, so 1 week isn't really going to tell you anything So he might as well not even put Landon Donovan on the 30-man squad if he was gonna not put him on the 23.
Well, no, he did state though that he wasn't as good as other players. I don't know if that's true.
That's
Yeah,
not true
but
at all.
JP, who's better right now, Julian Green or Landon Donovan?
Landon Donovan.
Exactly.
Julian Green today just signed a 2-year deal with Hertha BCS, which is a fellow German team.
But they're not. What are they, like, 4th in the Bundesliga?
No, I think a little bit below that. But they did well. They had a nice attack. They had Adrian Ramos, who's now at Borussia Dortmund, a Colombian striker who's amazingly fast.
My Champions League winner, Dortmund.
Who has a really accurate shot.
All right.
No, not Sergio Ramos, Adrian Ramos, but he's Colombian. No, but Julian Green, he's still really young. What is he, like?
20?
20? Yeah. He was on the Bayern Munich practice squad, but he just now got signed to his first professional team.
Guys, I know this is not on the segment, but it's the series season finale, so let's do some NFL predictions. Do you guys see the Cowboys making the playoffs?
No, I don't. I think their offense will be probably top 5 offense in the league, but their defense is one of the worst in NFL history. Sean Lee,
DeMarcus Ware,
ACL, and then Orlando Scandrick being suspended the first 4 games of the year for that annoying drug thing. But the Cowboys defense, if it's even possible to be worse than they were last year, when they play, it'll be like there's going to be some 60-50 games because their offense is so dynamic with Dez Bryant and a really underrated running back in Marco Murray and Tony Romo still a great regular season quarterback in the first 16 weeks of the season. When it doesn't come to week 17, he's a really great quarterback. So Miles Austin was old; they didn't even use him in the offense. Still have Jason Witten, a security blanket for Tony Romo. And so, but just because of the defense, I don't think they'll make the playoffs.
Another question.
No, but
wait, JP, who do you think is going to be the best quarterback in the league this year?
Stats-wise?
Just effectiveness answers. Mine is Andrew Luck.
Okay, I think for me, I'd go with Peyton Manning again.
JP?
If Wes Walker comes back from that injury, of course, is the best slot receiver in the league. Well, I'm actually going with a veteran here, Drew Brees, who is Marcus Colston, the best tight end in the league.
No,
he's a wide receiver. You mean Jimmy Graham?
No.
You said Marcus Colston, the best tight end in the league.
No, I was going to get to Jimmy Graham saying, and the best tight end in the league, Jimmy Graham. No, I know Marcus Colston's a wide receiver, no. But the best tight end in the league also he has in Jimmy Graham. The Beleknoff Award winner last year for the best wide receiver in the league is Brandon Cooks out of Oregon State University.
Going back to college football, we talk about teams making the 14 playoff. My sleeper team is Marshall.
Wait.
No,
I don't believe Rakeem Cato can lead Marshall.
Dude, they have a 27% chance of going undefeated.
The Thundering Herd? But even if they go undefeated, I don't even know if they'll have a good enough strength of schedule to make it, though.
Yeah, but there's going to be... But do you think there's going to be 4 undefeated teams? I know SEC guys are going to lose one game.
Obviously, the only way they make it is if they go undefeated. But then, for that, look, if you have it, let's say Alabama only loses one game, and you have Marshall who goes undefeated, and you look at the strength of schedule,
you're gonna pick Alabama.
Yeah, you're gonna pick Alabama. The committee strength of schedule is gonna be a huge thing for them. So no, unless there's no won or no lost teams besides Marshall, I don't know really.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that back because when you look at their schedule. Miami, Ohio. There's a Miami in Ohio. They're playing Rhode Island. They're playing Ohio. They're playing Akron. They're playing Old Dominion, Middle Tennessee, Florida Atlantic.
There is Ohio. No, but Miami, Ohio, of course, home of Ben Roethlisberger, who led him to a Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
And then Zach Dyser, 6th-round pick for the Broncos.
Yeah, also him too. But if there's any team in Division I who I think might not win a game the whole year, I'm looking at Syracuse.
No.
They're probably not going to win a game the whole year.
Well, did they beat Youngstown State?
No, they played against Villanova.
Wait, they played Youngstown State. Did they win?
No, that was Villanova.
I don't think Fresno State's going to win a game.
No, it was Villanova.
No, I know. Never mind. Yeah.
No, Illinois that played Youngstown State.
Yeah.
No, but they played Villanova, Division II team, They won by 1 point, 28-27 in triple overtime.
Yep.
And I don't expect them to win a game at all this whole year.
Guys,
The ACC.
Yeah.
guys, how well do you think the San Diego Chargers are going to be this
win a
year?
whole game the whole year. Out of the ACC.
JP, how well do you think the San Diego Chargers are going to be this year?
I think look, Phillip Rivers has been one of the most impressive players in the preseason. Take that, for what you want, but Ladarius Green emerging as a top 5 tight end in football.
He's the fastest tight end.
Look, I think the Chargers go 10-6, and I think they're going to be like just what the Arizona Cardinals were last year. I think should have made had a good enough record to make the playoffs, but didn't. So no,
yeah, but
I
the
think,
Chargers went even worse than that, and they.
No, I know. I think they'll actually reverse fields for the Chargers, as they were probably the luckiest team in the league last year to make the playoffs.
Yeah, with the Dolphins and the Steelers.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're winning on a blown call.
I know. So no, I think they have a good season. Phillip Rivers actually better than he was last year.
Definitely.
Out there, but
Comeback player of the year.
Yeah, you have to look also at Keenan Allen, which was one of the most explosive
diamond in the rough
receivers in the league.
But guys, I like the Chargers going 12-4 this year. I like them going second in the division. Guys, listen, Keenan Allen, diamond in the rough. One of the best running blockers in the league in DJ Fluker. They have one of the best three-headed monsters with Donald Brown, Danny Woodhead, the Squirt, and Ryan Matthews. Phillip Rivers, comeback player of the year. You know, Manti Te'o, fake girlfriend, yeah. Second round pick, should have been a top 20 pick. Manti's going to develop. They have Donald Butler from Washington, Husky Nation, great linebacker. Eric Weddle, one of the best free safeties in the league. Guys, Charger Nation, San Diego Superchargers, they're going to make the AFC Championship and lose to the Patriots.
Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year sleeper, Jason Verrett out of TCU.
He was a steal, I think, too.
Yeah, and guys, also, the weakest position the Chargers had last year was the cornerback position. Oh, wait, and they got Brandon Flowers and Jason Verrett.
Yeah, the only way the Chargers are going to be good at defense is by getting a Chiefs player, of course.
And still have a really solid safety in Eric Weddle. So.
And they have a solid linebacking core. Donald Butler and Manti.
Oh, look, I just think Denver is just a step ahead of them. I think they'll probably end up losing twice to Denver. That's the only thing. And then...
yeah, keep going, Kieran.
So...
Keep going.
Yeah, that's it.
No, yeah. But, of course, they lost Danny Trevathan at the linebacker position. Yeah.
Do you guys see the 49ers, after losing Aldon Smith, Navarro Bowman, and Greg McDonald, going to the Super Bowl?
Look, actually, before the preseason, they were actually my pick to go to the Super Bowl, but I think they still might be, but there's been a lot, I've started to doubt them a lot, because, not a lot, but their preseason, they got blown out by Denver 34-0, and, they don't really seem very comfortable in Levi's Stadium, because,
They did beat the Chargers.
No, but, I don't believe they'll go to the Super Bowl. The only thing we'll see is a new longest yard 3 with all the 49ers players going to jail. But, no, I don't... And
then just, recently, Ray McDonald, domestic violence.
Yes.
And then Roger Goodell, I was happy that he made the stand on, saying the 6-game suspension and then the ban for life. I was really impressed because he really screwed up the whole Ray Rice situation. I was impressed that he came out and did that. But yeah.
Okay, guys, one more question: who is your first rookie quarterback to start in the NFL?
Derek Carr.
Blake Bortles.
Derek Carr.
No. Oh yeah. Oh, is Derek Carr?
He was already named the starter.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Besides Derek Carr.
Out of the first-round picks.
No. Just besides Derek Carr.
You mean out of the first round?
Yeah, because Derek Carr was already named the starter.
But in week 6, mine is Zach Mettenberger.
Actually,
really?
No.
But he's gonna come off that huge injury.
No. Zach Mettenberger really looked great in the preseason.
And Jake Locker is bull.
Jake Locker. I think the book's still open on him. I actually like Jake Locker. I think that he could end up taking the Titans to a solid season. But no, Zach Mettenberger, really the ideal pocket passer that Ken Wisenhunt has loved over these years. He's like Jake Locker, more of a dual threat guy. Zach Mettenberger, really a guy who's gonna just throw, deliver the football in the pocket and perfect Ken Wisenhunt, Zach Mettenberger. So yeah, I actually agree with you that he could end up being their quarterback of the future. But I still think that if Jake Locker plays well, he's earned enough to be the starter.
Yeah, but still, if you look at RG3, both of them are coming off an injury. Well, RG3 did last year, but Mettenberger's coming off that huge injury that he suffered against Arkansas in the ACL tear.
Yeah, but
still, it's tough to come back from something like that.
Look at him in the preseason.
But it's preseason. He's playing second-team defenses.
Okay, that doesn't mean. But that shows he's comfortable in his ACL tear. So
okay, but also he built it. Sometimes I can easily lose respect for any player that fails a drug test.
He did.
Yeah, he did. Okay. But I mean, he's a special player. Watching him at LSU, he's one of the most accurate passers I've ever seen in the SEC.
Well, I just have a quick question for you, Warner. Who do you think has the most successful career, Aaron Murray or Zach Mettenberger? Two quarterbacks taken late.
Definitely Zach Mettenberger, because I forgot, which team was Aaron Murray drafted by? The Chiefs?
But he's a third stringer, so.
Yeah, exactly. He's behind Chase Daniel and Alex Smith, who's locked up for first string for a long time. Chase Daniel, really good backup. And then, guys, listen. Zach Mettenberger, he's second string, and he's behind a vulnerable and shaky quarterback in Jake Locker. I like Mettenberger being way better and starting way earlier.
I know, the thing is, like, if you compare them, Alex Smith or Jake Locker, you'd probably take Alex Smith. Chase Daniel or Matt Hasselbeck.
Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah. You can see.
Wouldn't?
No, you wouldn't.
Why? What has Chase Daniel done to deserve playing better over a veteran than Matt Hasselbeck? What has he done?
Really? What's the best thing? What has Matt Hasselbeck done?
Led the Seahawks to a playoff victory against the Saints?
One playoff victory.
Oh.
No, he led the Seahawks to the Super Bowl.
Led them to the playoff win. It was Marshawn Lynch's play that day.
No. He led the Seahawks to a Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, but he wasn't even the star player.
Really, you're really gonna say right now that Chase Daniel is better than
I'm saying right now.
I know. I'm saying right now Matt Hasselbeck is.
Right now you're
saying Daniel's no.
Yeah, but there's been so many. But there's been so many great There's been so many quarterbacks who have made the Super Bowl who aren't even that good at all. It wasn't because of them that they went to the Super Bowl. Like, for an example, Trent Dilfer. It was the Ravens' defense that brought him into the Super Bowl, and that's why they killed the Giants in that Super Bowl. It wasn't because of Trent Dilfer at all. Trent Dilfer did absolutely nothing that season.
All right, guys. We have just ended Season 1 of Overtime Sports. Thanks to everyone that's watched. I think we've done a great job, and we're looking forward to doing Season 2 with all our viewers. And I'm Born Zari along with my partners.
JP Stars.
And Kieran Shabaran.
Thanks you guys so much for watching. And make sure you follow us on Twitter at OVT Sports. We'll keep you updated on all the sports news. And stay classy, San Diego. #Ron Burgundy.